G'day, my name is Felix. Welcome to my little corner of the backrooms. Today, I thought we could take a look at fear bonding. It is a yandere x demon BL horror visual novel. We play as Hinata, a demon, and try to tame the deranged Kosuke. Will you get to satisfy your hunger for fear through your new hunting dog, or will you be the one to get devoured? So, get comfortable, grab a snack, and let's check it out. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Hinata's apartment. I grind my teeth as I listlessly stab my spoon into a bowl of yogurt, oats, and dried fruit. Another day, another meager human dish. My body so badly craves some real food. I take a bite while my eyes wander to the TV in my small apartment. A chuckle escapes my lips as I watch a man scream for his life on the screen. If this was a real murder scene, his fear would be overwhelming my senses. Sweet, viscous, and potent enough to send me headlong into an electrifying high. I feel shivers down my spine just imagining it. Oops, I'm already drooling. Not good. I wipe my face with a tissue and sigh. This must be how humans feel when they watch a food commercial. My craving for fear intensifies again. Thankfully, it's time to head to work anyway. Hopefully, we get to transport some terrifying patients in the ambulance today. I hum and playfully spin my keyring around my finger as I leave. It doesn't take long before we get up. Just 20 minutes after my shift began, I'm already heading to the scene with two co-workers. The youngest of us three is driving, while I write down the case info on a paper form. I kind of am in the way. Maybe I should move to the other side. I focus on the case at hand and go over what I know. A man called us because his girlfriend got hurt. Apparently, she cut her own throat with a kitchen knife. But because he intervened, it isn't a deep cut. He's still worried and wants us to come. Even more so because she also fell on her head during their fight. When asked why she cut herself, he mumbled something about her threatening him, but cut the call short when she started to yell. Strange. Suspicious. She threatened him? Why? What would make her so desperate? Maybe he tried to break up with her and she lost it? How did she fall on her head, though? What if it was him who... Nah, no use in guessing what happened. I grin as I imagine the fear at least one of them must be feeling. I can't wait to meet them. Knock, knock. Excuse me, where was the ambulance you called? Mr. Arima? Kosuke Arima? Oh my god, thank you for coming. Please come in. He's quite restless. Fear is also there, but this is... With my demonic eyes, I see fear taking shape around him. In this case, it's about an average size. The viscous ink-like liquid is turning into multiple arms, reaching outward with a static noise-like pattern on them. Isn't this fear of abandonment? I suppress the urge to lick my lips. Huh. This guy is mainly worried about himself. I put on a neutral expression and follow the man into the apartment. His girlfriend is sitting on the couch, holding a towel to her neck. Oh, how wonderful. An intense fear has taken hold of her. It's like a cocoon enveloping her. It's slowly turning around her, moving like black glue and splitting into multiple arms that hug her form. She feels suffocated, with nowhere to run. I subtly open my hand towards her and begin to suck the fear into my fingers. It tingles as it wanders through my veins into my beating heart. Ah, how sweet. As soon as I have enough to fill my stomach, I stop. If I gave in right now, I'd be on a high and unable to do my job. I noticed that Mr. Arima has stepped closer, bringing my senses back. She's still a bit out of it. You mentioned she hit her head? Yes, she fell when I tried to take the knife away. Can you confirm that, madam? She slowly nods, but her eyes remain unfocused. My coworkers open up the folding wheelchair. She can still move, so the wheelchair is a better option than the stretcher. Keep applying pressure on the wound, Ms. Shiraishi? Ms. Shiraishi, we will help you to the ambulance. Can I come with you? Yes. Ms. Shiraishi grabs my hand. Is there something you want to say, madam? She slowly shakes her head. I guess I'll keep seeing you afraid then. My honeycomb. What? I check her wound to make sure it's clean and not too deep, then we guide her into the wheelchair. Mr. Arima, could you please bring some of her belongings with you to the ambulance? Like her health insurance card? Yes, along with anything else that could be helpful. On the way to the ambulance, I keep asking her questions to gauge her current state, but her unfocused stare and slow answers make my coworkers worry. At least she was able to confirm her full name, Yukiko Shiraishi, as well as her date of birth. As we drive, I fill out the form with her personal information. Miss Shiraishi is still in a daze, so I fill in the rest with Mr. Arima's help. Then I start checking with nearby hospitals for any open beds. After several minutes, we finally get a positive answer and make our way there. Mr. Arima is fully focused on his girlfriend, whose eyes stare fixedly at the ceiling. She won't even let him hold her hand when he tries to gently clasp it. You two just make me even more curious about what happened. Their fears start to overlap slightly, pushing and merging and separating again. How did it come to this? How did they create this wonderful fear? The car slows down as we near the hospital. But I don't want to leave them in the tasty paradise they've created. What a shame. After a long day at work, I'm back home. For the rest of the day, and even now, I still think about that couple. Damn, I want to eat their fear again. It's been a long while since I've eaten something so delicious. There was so much fear that I could even feel my stomach for once. If I was around them more, especially the man, could I get to eat more often? I can't help but grin as I imagine feasting on the fear he causes. We transferred his girlfriend to the hospital without trouble. I imagine that she'll be staying there for now. Should I visit her? It could be a bit too suspicious. There are privacy laws to contend with, after all. But I don't mind taking a little risk for such fear. Maybe, instead of visiting her directly, I could act like I'm visiting someone else, a made-up relative, and just happen to mistake her room for theirs. And if her boyfriend visits her while I'm there too, that would be just perfect. I survey my apartment to distract myself from my temptations and catch sight of my e-guitar. E-guitar? I should get to practicing for the upcoming jazz festival. Oh, electric guitar? Or maybe there's a better distraction. Laundry basket, oof. An old classic from the horror mangaka Junichiro Ito called Tomomi. Junji Ito? I read his works from time to time. I wonder if there are still things that truly frighten him after drawing horror manga for so long. I should do some laundry, actually. Into the washing machine with you. I find a note when I check the pockets. Isn't this from the guy I slept with once? Hope he's still not waiting. I thought I made it clear I wasn't looking for anything serious at the time. Time to practice. As I play, I zone out, only focusing again whenever I notice a mistake I have to correct. I like the feeling of drowning out the words as I focus on the music. Being on stage isn't a bad feeling either. We turn auto, maybe? I like looking down on people as they look up at me in adoration. Okay. And it's just the right distance. They can't ask for more than me playing well for them. Shallow relationships are easier to handle. I've had my fair share of mishaps from misreading the mood in a social group, all because I was too caught up in someone's fear. Standing out as strange makes it hard to get close to those who are scared. Exactly the opposite of what I want. Who could it be? I want to see you. I miss you, my dear Hinata. I want to touch those talented hands. Play for me, Hinata. I know you're playing for me. God, what a disgusting pig. It must be the same lunatic from before. I've already blocked various numbers he's used and discussed the issue with my bandmates. He's using a lot of burner phones, so it's hard to locate him for the police. I started to get these messages right after one of our performances, and they mention my hands and guitar a lot, so I suspect it's an unhinged fan. I hope someone takes care of this trash one day. Man, no, I don't want to practice anymore. I put away my guitar, turn off my phone, and set a separate alarm clock to wake me up tomorrow. I really ended up here on my day off. I can hardly believe myself, but the fear tasted so good. I even went as far as posing as a friend to ask for her room number at the hospital counter. Fuck it. I'm here already, so let's try to meet them. As I get closer to the room, I slow my pace. Now, what should I say exactly once I'm in the room with her? Just when I try to think of how I can salvage my improvised plan, I hear a woman screaming, "Just leave me alone!" Then I hear a familiar voice replying, "Hey, please, hear me out at least. That's Kosuke Arima. You must be talking to Miss Shiraishi." I push the sliding door slightly ajar so I can listen to their conversation better. "No, my mind hasn't changed. Let's break up." My eyes widen as they fall silent. So when we visited them, she didn't threaten him because she wanted to break up. Instead, perhaps he wouldn't accept her wish to break up. "I beg you, please, don't do this to me." I can hear him whimpering. "I can't do this to you? What about what you did to me? All these weird presents of yours. Do you know how suffocating it is to be your partner? Get out, or I'll call the hospital staff." But, no but! You're insufferable. You always argue from your point of view, your own goddamn needs and insecurities, but you never consider how I feel. Do you even know how long it's been since I've met up with friends or family because of you? But I did so much for you. See? This is what I mean. You don't even get what you're doing. God, I pity your future partner. Now go! I hear footsteps approaching and move away just before Mr. Arima leaves the room, closing the door behind him. "Hello." He looks embarrassed, angry, and scared. I grab onto him before I even register my actions. His fear of abandonment looks even more spiky than before. This doesn't taste bad. He turns around to regard me with surprise, then puzzlement. But soon both give way to recognition. "Oh, the paramedic from before. Could you let go? I really need to go." Wait, come on. I can't just leave someone who went through such a brutal breakup alone. He grinds his teeth and looks away. "So you heard everything. Aren't you here because of your job Or, I don't know, to visit someone. My visit is over already, and I see you haven't slept well. Maybe you haven't even eaten much since we last met. I did not ask for your medical advice. Then think of it this way. Sometimes it's good to vent to a stranger, a neutral third party. Aren't you just going to get annoyed and leave in the end? He looks like a kicked puppy, but underneath that sweet expression, he has such ability to terrify people. Man, do I want to tame him for myself? Nah, I'm a good listener, and the drinks are on me, he sighs. Maybe it's better to not be alone right now. He gives me a sad smile and nods. Now that I can take a good look at his face, he's actually pretty handsome. Even better. He follows me dutifully as we leave the hospital. What a great first step to acquiring my new hunting dog. We enter an izakaya restaurant that offers grilled yakitori chicken skewers and other foods that go well with alcohol. It's a bit rowdy, but to me it's a comfy place. Other regulars are here too, like university students and men in suits who come here right after work or classes. The staff greets us as we enter and the smoky smell from the grill fills our noses. A waiter leads us to a table in the corner and we take our seats. As I open the menu, I notice Mr. Arima isn't even glancing at it. He's lost in a vague, broken stare. That must be why it was so easy to convince him to follow me. What do you want? Just beer. Drinking on an empty stomach should make him tipsier faster. I hope he's a talkative drunk. I order a bowl of edamame for myself to snack on and beer for us both. As soon as it arrives, Mr. Arima grabs his glass. He downs a big gulp of his drink the moment we say cheers. He sighs in relief, looking a little refreshed. That hit the spot, right? Nothing better than some beer after a hard day. After drinking some more, he finally seems ready to talk. By the way, is it okay if we speak casually to each other? It might make it easier for you to vent. I guess. Well, look at that. He's already a little tipsy. You can call me Hinata. Is it alright if I call you Kosuke? Yeah. Kinda cute how he responds so eagerly and innocently. I chuckle and rest my chin on my hand. So, Kosuke, I'm all ears. He sighs and pouts. Yukiko. She said that she felt suffocated by me. He rubs his eyes and groans. Doesn't this just mean that I'm dedicated? We dated after all. Isn't it normal to want to spend all your time together as a couple? Our jobs already take up so much time. So I nod along as I munch on the edamame. Oh boy, but she was terrified. Not that I'm complaining, of course. And not being able to meet her family and friends because of me. Was it really me? We all get busy with life as adults, so... Why do you think she blamed you? Maybe I did ask her a few times to prioritize us. And? How often did you ask? Aren't you here to listen to my side? Right. Go on then. At my urging, he lets it all out of his system. He didn't like it when others spent a lot of time with her. Mid-round, he suddenly mentions how much he hated the 2 times she broke a promise. Then he slips into unfocused ramblings for a while. In short, he had made her the center of his life and wanted her to do the same for him. While it sounds rough to date him, from this conversation alone I couldn't have imagined that his behavior would push his ex so far that she would hurt herself. But after seeing their respective fears, it's pretty clear that he's not divulging all the details of his actions. Was her social circle scared of him? How delicious would their fear be? If she had asked him to hurt someone for her, would he have done it? Why are you smiling while I'm in pain here? Oh, you're starting to slur, and you had, what, 5 beers already? Damn, time to go home. No! Why not? Aren't you tired? I just don't want to be alone. His fear of abandonment is a rounder shape than before. Maybe being drunk makes him less tense. But I still welcome his fear. I change seats to sit next to him. Look at me. I'm here with you, aren't I? Right. He looks deep into my eyes. When I inch closer to him, he gets embarrassed and looks away. I chuckle as I playfully wrap an arm around his neck. Getting embarrassed now? How cute. Look, it's just... you're kinda close. But you didn't want to be alone, right? He sighs. I pat his back and stand up. I'll walk you home, so you can have a bit more company, alright? He looks relieved as he nods, following me to the counter where I pay our bill. Wait, I can pay for myself. Nah, don't worry about it. I told you. Drinks were on me. Making him feel indebted should make it easier to meet up again. As we leave the izakaya, his eyes scan me up and down. Why are you looking at me so intensely? It's just the first time some kind of escorts me home, I guess. Wait, that I came out wrong. What I mean is... Go on. He covers his flustered face with his hand. What I mean is, this was nice. You're welcome. I suppress the urge to corner him. I want to erase Miss Shiraishi from his head, but I need to take it slow. I don't want him to run away. How long will I need to wait until I can take her place? Is the romantic relationship the way to tame him after all? What's the best way to get to your place from here? Why? Relax. I'm just walking you to the station, or a taxi if that's what you prefer. He pouts and tries to explain how he'll get home, but he's too drunk to make much sense. I still remember clearly where his apartment is, so I call a taxi and get in with him. When the taxi sets off, he leans on my shoulder as his eyelids start to close. How defenseless. I pat his head, to which he responds by nuzzling even deeper into my neck. I can hear him whimpering, "Don't leave me." I'm conflicted. I feel lost like humans, and I've had my fair share of relationships, but being loved and caring to a suffocating degree just feels wrong to me. But, on the other hand, I now have this potential hunting dog, who's so scared to be left alone that even his own fear is enticing, let alone the fear he causes in others. How ironic. To survive, I need to eat fear, but because of it, I regularly get into dangerous situations, just like this one. This huge dog had better be worth it. I pinch his cheek, which makes him groan and slowly push my hand away. After a while, we arrive in front of his apartment building. When I see him staggering to the entrance, I sigh and lend him a shoulder as we walk towards his apartment door. He gets his key out after a few attempts, and once we're inside, I sit him down on his couch. When I turn to leave, he grabs my hand. Kosuke, I'd like to get home too. I still feel down. Can you hug me? I push my hair out of my face and reluctantly smile at him as I open my arms. He immediately hugs me and his nails slowly dig into my back. His sweet tone from before was gone. Now it's deeper and threatening. Will you stay by my side? Will you be different from the others? I grind my teeth. Oh boy. He's strong. I might even be a little scared, but I instinctively feel a rush whenever I notice fear. It takes a lot of willpower to suppress the urge to provoke him. Yeah, I will. On some conditions. Conditions. Don't worry about it for now. He hugs me even tighter. Oh, please. Can you let me go for a moment? It hurts. But you're gonna leave too, right? How about we exchange numbers then? He lets go and looks at me with joy. Jesus Christ, that was a very easy 180. Really? As if I would ever let you go, you crazy possessive dog. He obediently gives his number and saves mine and smiles at me as I say goodbye. I just hope he remembers all this. With a spring in my step, I leave the building and my phone vibrates almost immediately. My elation vanishes when I realize it's not from Kosuke. Who is he? Nanya! I whip my head around in search of them. Just where is this fucker? I quickly head to a well-lit street and call for a taxi as I walk, pretending to still be on the phone until it arrives. I wish I was physically stronger than a human, then at least I wouldn't have to worry about trash like him. I nibble on my fingernail in agitation until I'm finally back home. Once I'm there, I immediately grab my e-guitar. I need to distract myself. Good. This is better. I feel calmer. Let's just sleep for today while that lasts. How long have I been recording? 32 minutes? Yeah, that seems like a good spot to end it. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.